Okay, so take a deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Just sigh it out. So the sound of your sighing is really important, so the body will relax. Inhale deep. And it'll open up as well. So just let yourself be seen, be heard, open up. One more breath. Inhale deep. Laugh or sigh, whatever you want to do. Seriously, we just gotta express ourselves. And I heard a really interesting thing this morning. I know a lot of us have chatting actually about crazy family dynamics and how much like we're all like recovering from different family dynamics. You know, it's what's going on the planet. It's just normal. So a laugh like, and but there's a lot of, I don't know if anyone's heard of stoic wisdom. There's a lot of Instagram, you know, the stoic, it's like being logical, the kind of stoic masculine, and there's a lot of nuggets in this kind of wisdom that people are talking about. One teaching is, so close your eyes and think of your father, and you know, maybe there's some grudges or there's some annoyances of how you were raised or whatever went on, this and that. But life is so messy. Life isn't like you're a good dad or a bad dad, or you're a good girl or a bad girl. That's what the brain does. It goes into that binary thing, and life is not like that. So put a box for your father. Put two boxes for your father. One box is he's a hero. The other box is he's a failure. It's like because he exists in both boxes, and it's all a perception of our creation in our mind. And a lot of parents or people, and even when we're in relationships, you know, it's like everyone has neurosis. That's the human condition, especially if you've never had the tools to deal with it. And that's just what life's about. Everyone has neurosis. Okay, we all have that. And if you're just looking at this person saying they should have been like this, but they said they're a failure, it's like they actually exist in two boxes. He's a hero, and he's also, you know, he's both polarities.
Sorry, I just come out, but he's asshole too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally.
I think it's,
and I want to go into, totally. I'm an asshole sometimes. Have you ever been an asshole?
I always probably,
Has everyone been an asshole?
I have a little bitch.
We all have.
A little bitch.
Yeah. I'm a bitch. We all have the bitch in us. Nina, she's like, what did she say? The bitch.
The fierce beast within her. The wild beast within her.
I love how you say that. She looks so innocent. She's like, the wild beast. But that is in her. That is in your father.
Yeah.
So I want to move into a really amazing teaching. It's a sutra. So there's these 4 sutras. A sutra means a knot, you know, like a sutra means knot. So it means like you untie the knot, and there's just like so much wisdom and so many teachings in this one sutra. There's pages and pages of this one quote, this one line. And this sutra, it is the other person is you. This is the sutra. It's the other person is you. And so just as you just said, what we're just talking about, you know, he's a failure, he's a hero, you go, yeah, he's an asshole. And I'm like, dude, you're like, I'm a bitch. So see how the other person is you. And this sutra is so needed for these times. This is what the master is telling us, saying you have to get this sutra, you have to know about it right now, because you will misunderstand at times the immense suffering people have on their psyche, the things that our parents have been through. Like imagine the hardships, like they were born, a lot of them from people in the war. the trauma that they're carrying. They never had the chance to process because they were paying a mortgage off. Just we have to process it. And so the other person is you. The other person is you. Just even take a breath and just even kind of gaze into that. The other person is you. Nina, I saw Nina as an innocent, little beautiful young woman. She was seen, and then she's like, there's a beast in me. I know there's a beast in me. I've seen it come out before. I've had to fight off an attacker that broke into my home one time. And I went into beast mode and I was just like ready to kill the person because otherwise I would be I wouldn't maybe be here. It was overseas. So I'm just saying we all have, the other person is you. See if that kind of loosens any ties that you have with your mom, your dad, your ex. Every single woman here has felt the same emotions, has felt the same fears. This sutra is telling us that we've all felt that we've all had the same thoughts. Hello. We've all had the same thoughts. We've all had the same fears. We've all
Power on.
The other
Bluetooth mode.
the
Other woman is you.
So even just turn to the woman next to you and just did you want to turn to Nicole, honey? Trinity, do you want to turn to Nicole? So just have a little gaze and say, you said I'm a bitch sometime.
Have you all been a bitch at some point in your life? Yes. The other woman, the other person is you. Like, is this just keep breathing, just breathing? You might want to giggle, you might just want to be serious, whatever your truth is at the moment. Is this loosening up any things? When you're in a bit of a battle with someone, I know it seems so personal, and you might be like, they're being like this to me. This sutra is such a help because it's like you can think, oh, I've been like that before. Just say they said a sharp word to you, or they didn't write back into your text message, and you can get upset. They're not writing back to me. When have you done that to someone else? So this isn't a really powerful sutra, meaning teaching, meaning there's many lessons that we can learn because everyone wants to be offended. It's so easily now to be offended. People are offended just by like a little like you got something in your eye and you're just like this, and then they're offended. People getting offended so easily, and people want to nowadays, have an opinion, and then if you don't have the same opinion, it's like, no, I want you to have the same opinion, and it's that's a joke. Everyone has different opinions. We're in a really diverse world. It's very messy. It's not black and white. It's very many different colors. The brain wants to be in binary mode and say, he wasn't like this, wasn't like that. But if you can put your mum or your dad, for example, in those two boxes and say, one is for your dad is the hero and the other one is a failure, it's like total different polarities. And if your mind can just kind of grasp that concept, it can really help us to
not get triggered when they're assholes.
Good point, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
as much.
Not as bad. Not as bad, yeah. Not as bad.
Does that mean we can see the two sides of humanity? Every human has the two, like Chinese yin yang. The two fish always head of the tail. The two sides always there.
Absolutely. Like we can just be living from such a shallow not shallow, but just binary, just judging. But if we take a breath and we feel deeper, it's like life is so multifaceted, even just to be feeling into, like, could they exist in two different boxes? Could that be a possibility? A lot of us are just in that reaction judgment mode. So the sutra, the other person is you, it's like sounds weird. The other person isn't me. Like we are in different bodies. We are all in different bodies, but we're all from the one source. We're all from the one God, the one intelligence, whatever you want to believe that is. We all have a soul. We all have a brain. We all have the same machinery. We have a different soul, which is behind the heart. It's in the rib cage. That is pure different essence of you. But we're all from the one source. And so that's one understanding of the other person is you. We all from the one source. We're all having this human experience. We're all going through different sufferings and learnings. And so it helps to just kind of maneuver through the feelings of like, it's happening to me and being in that reactive state. Yeah, you can, if you want to look it up online, the other person is me, or the 4 sutras. So there's 4 different sutras. So that's one of them. Another one is have compassion or you will misunderstand the times. Compassion is the virtue that we absolutely need to cultivate. And it's something that we cultivate. It's not, just, we have to do breathing. We have to do things like healing things and come here and clear the mind and
Clear the grief.
from the heart.
And you cultivate more compassion. Like, I'm not sure if you've perhaps Nicole's felt more compassion since she's been doing these things for the year, because you're cultivating that, and there's no depth to which that can stop. That'll just keep getting, you get more. So then you're less in that like rigid suffering, when someone's behaving and it's triggering you. It's just like you can really start to breathe into the heart and then understand through the times, have compassion for the person. The other person is me. When have I behaved like that person? What are they going through? Just so you can, it's very required. Otherwise, we just feel separate and we are in reaction. We're just like reacting to life. We're just in that consistent reactive state. A lot of we're just living in like we're just reacting. That's the whole life. So we want to obviously move into a deeper experience. And it's like, even if right now, if you're just moving with the energy, if you're right in the now, if you're just here breathing, you're just, you start to feel how miraculous this like moment is, like a lot of, instead of in the mind, kind of looking at the clock, what time is it? Looking at, oh, it's not sunny right now. And we're in that kind of rigid, judgmental state, other than a deeper experience of life where the person can exist in those 2 boxes. You can get that we're all from the one source. We're all experiencing similar, or we've had the same emotions and thoughts. We all have the same machinery. It really, really helps you to navigate this life, other than the shadow thing of listening to thoughts in the head. So this is just some tools that will help you to kind of open the mind up. Because just before we start, it's so easy to be addicted to negativity. Negativity is as addictive as heroin. It's a shot in the arm to be, they didn't do this, and judging, and it wasn't like complaining. It's pornography for your mind. You're getting a rush from it, and many are addicted to the negativity. So what we wanted to do is lean on these teachings and be super positive, be so positive, not positive as in just like a broad stroke and just like, love and light, like deeper positivity, like just that, because it's so easy to just become addictive to just the negativity of just like looking out into the world and seeing what's, unjust, and you're just in this addictive, this is what's happening. A lot of this we don't even realize, you see. So it's like, how do we unhook from that and have a deeper experience? Those 2 sutras would definitely help. The other person is me, and we absolutely need compassion. because we just totally misunderstand what is happening if we don't have the virtue of compassion. And that's a thing that we cultivate. It's very challenging to feel compassion if we're just rushing forward in life and the body's locked up and we're shallowly breathing. You're just going to be reacting. And that's what we're doing here. So I know these are new concepts, and it can even trigger us to say, what the fuck? Like, my dad did, you know, this and that. How can that? But it's, I hope it helped a little bit.
Yes, I'll totally get it.
Oh,
It's so beautiful. Hallelujah. We are all one.
we are
And
all
as soon as you can love yourself enough to love the people that you've been hating or been mad at.
Yeah.
It's freedom.
It's freedom. It is. Yeah. See how it's like
We're all mirrors of each other, whether it's your dad or your mom or your friends or a total stranger. Like, I completely get that concept that we're all just, and it's through the triggers. Actually, the biggest like thing I've learned is that it's through the triggers and doing exactly what you're expressing is what helps you grow the most. So as soon as there's a trigger, I used to hate it when I got triggered, and I'd be so mad at myself and something's wrong with me and something's wrong with this situation, that this sucks so much. But now I've come to discover that as soon as you're triggered, it's actually source talking to you through another reflection of yourself from someone else, a family member or a situation in the world or whatever. And your challenge is, and your task is, your test is to pour more love into the situation.
wow. Yeah.
And then as soon as you can, as soon as you do, you start cultivating, get a little bit better every time. That word cultivation,
Yeah.
like it's and practice, it's a constant thing. And trigger, it doesn't matter how far you grow, that you'll still get triggered by something. And every time it happens, instead of freaking out and closing up, I take a deep breath and I go, hey, here we go. And you just face it head on with calm compassion and faith. You have to have faith that it's going to be all right in the end. I think that's the scary part, when I clam up and go, I don't want to talk to that person, or I don't want to hear what they have to say about me that made them mad, or whatever. It's like, no, I can sit there grounded and knowing we're in the golden opportunity right now, and I can do this, you know. But it's taken a long time, lots and lots of hysterical meltdowns and things, you know, to get to a place where I can be confronted and immediately take a deep breath and try my best to keep anchored in that place of that sutra.
Yes.
But I never heard it from a sutra. She just told me about,
Yeah.
was reading sutras to me last night.
Yeah.
And I did a yoga teaching course, but I never finished it. And one of the books that we were supposed to read was the sutras, but I never read it.
Yeah.
But it was just so beautiful that she was teaching me things, and that you're teaching me things from the sutras that I've been grasping from other types of spiritual modalities and teachings and practices too, and other people. And it's just so beautiful that everything, all the wisdom is really coming together. We're really coming together as like soul family to grasp these things, because magic's happening right now. And when everybody leaves from this retreat and any other retreat, we're going to take this stuff, and it branches off into webs, you know, because people see how you're responding, and people who are stuck in the thick of it, like the really hysterical moments, and they can't break out, they'll see an aura or a light about each one of us here, and go and ask you, how do you do that? You know. And then we all become this evolving oneness, helping each other out.
Thank you for sharing.
Sorry,
that.
I totally took over.
Absolutely activating each other. Thank you for that. Amazing words. Thanks for I articulated that. that's it. The strength of your nervous system is what's needed. If your nervous system is frayed and weak, you're just gonna be reacting and just like fucking bitch, like you're gonna reacting or like, that's because you're just in protective mode. So this is we building our nervous system, all the arms up in the air, breathing, so that you have, when you feel super calm, you like in this retreat, you've done the yoga, you've done it, and you're very like chill. It would take a lot to really get you going, wouldn't it? Isn't it? But if you're tired, if you haven't done one little thing, can just be like, fuck, like, is it like that?
Yeah.
To see how that's your nervous, that's the strength of everything, but it's your nervous system, which is cultivated a lot by the breath. And that's what you're talking about, to take that, to not fight, because we're all being indoctrinated into being scared of each other. Do you know, like someone looks at you and you're like, and you're like, what are they doing? Yeah, so we're so in this whole era of, fight, especially women. It takes 3 days for the nervous system to finally start to calm and open to women. So we're still there's still barriers up even now. A lot's come down, you can feel it. But there's, bullying at school, in the corporate world, I was in the corporate world, women were, it was like so scary. I was only like in my 20s and the bullying and things going on. So there's a lot we've gone through. So just be aware of that, how we can feel threatened by others, especially women. So that's just that's okay. We're all feeling it. We've felt it. We do these practices to strengthen the nervous system and open the heart and put the protective mantras around us. So when someone does, attack, whatever, it's just, you're just standing there and it's not like, and you close down. It's not like that anymore. It's just like things can even just bounce off of us. It may sound like Star Wars stuff, but this is real. No, this is super real. Like, it's in, like, I had to go to court, a serious situation. I was able to show up fully just in the moment, just surrendered, talking. It was like a full, just miraculous situation. This is from these tools. Biggest amazing moment of my life, a great moment, not the lead up. I was in absolute lost weight, couldn't eat, was worried about it because I don't know what way it's going to go. So it's just like, I could have fought. I didn't fight at all. I didn't know there's no fight there. And so the real result happened. See, because there's not the fighting happening, just in truth. So the 2 sutras that I just shared is the other person is you. It's just another soul in another flesh suit from the same source. That will really help you to not fight and react. And compassion is so needed. Compassion, because everyone's just, we're going through so much right now. We've all gone through a lot, you see. And you feel the compassion, and then you don't use all that energy to fight back. When you fight back, you get exhausted. You're just like, then you're in that negative energy. If anyone's negative and they're, this agenda's happening and that's going on and this shouldn't be right and the government this and this person did this to me, some people were just in that negative, but it's porn for them. It's seriously like that. It's a shot of heroin. If you look into their life, their relationships aren't, good, or because you can't cultivate anything in negativity. It's a destructive energy. So we have to, we'll go into the gratitude after this. Gratitude is one way to just keep on this really, a real positive, not just positive, like love and light, and it's fake positivity. I'm not talking about that. Real deep, real compassion. It's medicine, you see. Okay, let's get started. Does anyone have anything to say after that? I know it's like deep concepts I'm talking to you about, and can bring up a lot. Let's just get our body moving and the breath moving. Rub your hands together. Press your palms together. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And we're going to tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Vibrate the pineal. So feel the brain moving and vibrating. That's going to wake yourself up. Inhale deep to start. Om. Short sniff through the mouth. Guru. Inhale deep. Pull the energy up, pull the locks, pelvic floor in and up, belly in and up, chin lock in, which means the chin's slightly tucked in, the eyes look up. Exhale the breath. We'll put the heart protection mantra. I think it's number 3 on the booklet. That'll be, you put it to the right of your body. This is great when you go out of the house, when you drive your car, when you're going into the battle zone in the shopping center and people are wrestling over some toilet paper or something. You put it to the right, the back, the left, the front. This is very real though. You want it before you go into a shopping supermarket or something. It's crazy in there. Just put it around you like this. It can just be very fast. We'll do it fast and that will protect your heart. So someone in negativity dumps their stuff on you, it just doesn't even get inside of yourself anymore. Let's inhale. Adigariname, Jugadiguriname, Satguriname, Siddhigurudevaname. Adguriname, Jugadiguriname, Satguriname, Siddhigurudevaname. Adguriname, Jugadiguriname, Satguriname, Siddhigurudevaname. Inhale deep. Exhale the breath down. We're going to come on to into cat-cow. Bring your hands to the floor, flat, big toes touch. And let's inhale to the sky, deep breath through the nose. Exhale, chin to chest, squeeze the buttocks, press the floor, breathe deep, keep going. Breathe through the nose. Move faster if you want to. Deep breath. Remember, inhale Sat, exhale Nam, close the eyes. And let's inhale to the sky. Squeeze in and up. Pull the energy up and then chin to chest. Press the earth. Exhale. Pull in and up. And come back into child's pose now. Bring your hands together. Forehead to the floor. And take some deep breaths through the nose. Put your prayer out to the universe, to God. Take some deep breaths. Take another deep breath. And that's it. Put your prayer out. What are you communicating to God, to this whole universe? What are you asking for? What are you really, a prayer could be, thank you, God, for allowing me to be the highest frequency possible, to receive the guidance, to receive drop-ins, to be able to serve, to be able to receive, to be able to be expanded and live from that higher place. Thank you for allowing me to be that higher and hold that higher energy, that higher frequency of love, of gratitude, of staying in my heart, being able to be who I truly am in this life. That's an example of a prayer, of a great way to pray, to talk to this intelligence of God, of this life force energy, this consciousness that's all around us that we can talk to and work with. Look in your final beautiful breath in and out. And we're going to come up, sit on your ankles in rock pose. We'll do the breath of fire. Bring your fingers to pads, thumbs to sky. So you can start like that if that's easier, and then 60 degrees. This is an awesome one to do at home. If you don't have time, just do the cat-cow, and you could do the breath of fire and then go out of the house. So breath of fire. With the breath of fire, you can focus on the inhale, and then the exhale will kind of naturally happen. It's an equal in and so just close the mouth and just have close the mouth. And as the belly pulls in, the air will leave the nose. This breath makes you look younger. It puts oxygen in your blood. So you're oxygenated. Your skin starts to get looking younger. It does through the breath.
Very yellow.
What's that?
Very yellow.
Yeah. It's amazing, this breath. It's the most powerful breath in this, one of the most powerful in this lineage. You find your rhythm, find that steady rhythm, and that will allow you to just keep going without getting tired. So the rhythm is equal in and out breath, twice a second. If you're on your cycle or pregnant, just don't do the breath. Do a long, deep breath. You stare straight through that third eye. So you close the eyes, you train yourself to look through the middle of the eyebrows. That starts to crack open the third eye. It starts to open it up. You drop the eyes in and up. So you're kind of looking in and up through that third eye. You just hold that drishti, that focus. Okay, let's inhale, the thumbs go up, cross them, fingers out, inhale. Squeeze up, pull up, chin in, look up, pull the energy up. Big breath out, sweep the aura, open the aura up. Enough of the nice girl playing small, shuffling along. Open the aura up, breathe deep, feel, take up the space, claim your greatness, open it up. So your aura goes 9 feet out all around you and it grows. You just can grow it. So you do the breathing, opening up your aura, your electromagnetic field around you. And there's no length to how big you can grow it. That's why when some people walk in the room, they don't say anything, but you just feel it. You feel the vibe. You just feel their presence because the aura is very big and open. Other people are playing small, you know, they're scared of being seen, which is huge for us women. We're, you know, can be scared to be seen. So you just close the aura down and you wonder why no one's really listening to you. You're feeling like no one's listening to me. Because it's your energy that matters. It's more, your presence speaks louder than words. That's the famous line from the master. Your presence is louder than words. This is the truth. You don't even have to say anything. It's your presence. You can stand there and your aura is talking. People, we get information from not the word, not the words are 7%. It's everything else is communicated. The look of the face, the breath, the aura, the tone of the words, the presence of the person. This is it. Not, you know, so everybody just keep talking and there's nothing, you can't, you're not getting anything. They just, someone else can just say a few. And it's so big. It's like, because it's more than words. It's your presence. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's come into chair pose. So you're going to bend the knees, backs parallel to the ground, hands are resting flat on the top of the feet. So bring the hands and come inside of the legs. So inside of the legs and then on top of the feet. If you can't get on top of the feet, just place them next to the feet. Try and have the back parallel to the floor. The head faces down. And we're going to, so this is the chair pose. Amazing. You're going to be opening the lower back. So good for you. Keep going. If you need to come off of like a little bit onto the tippy toes, that's okay. But try and have the feet flat on the floor. We're going to turn the head to the left shoulder and say Wahe, then turn the head to the right shoulder and say Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Keep going. Wahe, Guru. Vibrated. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe, Guru. Wahe Guru. Open the pineal gland. Wahe Guru. 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 Wahe. Go into a trance. Wahe Guru. Wahe Guru.
Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Just do your best. Vaheguru, 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 the energy build. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Last one. Vaheguru. Inhale. Slowly bring your hands through the legs. Just stand up. Shake those legs. Stay inside. Take a deep breath. Exhale. You can just open the backs of the legs. Just bend left and right. Forward fold. Moving left and right. Sticking the buttocks out. We're going to do a total workout for your thyroid. So if anyone's got any thyroid problems or any hormonal issues, this is so good. So thyroid, pituitary, and pineal. We're going to just work all that out so that what's going to happen is after this is amazing for us to realize that we are channels for truth. That's what we are. We are a channel for truth. And that to maintain that grace in the most ungraceful moments is the true human worth. That's what we're talking about. How do you remain graceful when someone's having a go at you, or when they lied to you, or something's not nice is going on? How do you do that? That's what Molly was talking about. It takes a practice, and that's what this Kriya we're doing is giving us. Okay, take a deep breath and unravel the spine up. Unravel the spine up. Beautiful. Now let's stretch that hands back. Oh, just open the heart up. It's good. What we're going to do is stand up, put the hands on the hips here, and lean backwards. Keep the legs straight. Let the head fall back and turn the head left and right, saying Vaheguru. So just here, we're just going to go like that. Vaheguru. 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 Feel it vibrate. Vaheguru. 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 Vaheguru.
Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Inhale up. Just stretch it out. The Vahe or Vahe is wow. It means, like, if you keep chanting this, as you can feel, it brings ecstasy just for being alive. Wa means wow. Hey is ecstasy. Gu is dark, and Uru is light. So all of us, what we're doing is we are clearing away the crap, the garbage of our lineage, of our, you know, whatever we took in as a child, or whatever the teacher at school said to us, or the beauty magazine, or there's all the stuff we've taken in, which is just clouding who we truly are, which is just a joyful being of light. We just want to love, to make love, and just like earn money or make impact or career, whatever. We just want to create stuff. Like, I can, Karen's feeling it, aren't you? You're like, you're just feeling it. You're just like, yes, because that's your soul. And there's so much crap that's on people, and then you just shuffle along as a robot. But we're getting it all off. We're clearing it off.
I'll be driving going,
You will, yes. Totally know that. Yes.
Steering wheel.
Yes.
All the way to Melbourne.
Chant the munch, yes. Play the munch.
I do it all the time in the car. I have like a whole stream of what I've learned, and I just, every time I'm in the car, and I do my chanting, and that's my awake time. Like, I get everything out. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're tuning yourself up. Yeah.
Or
and
in the
you're
shower,
clearing it.
the shower when you're
Amazing,
and
yeah.
you're just staying there and your mind's like you're just able to use whatever mantra or use that time. It's
Amazing. Thanks for sharing that. And so we're naturally joy. That's what we are. You know, we just, you know, we remember as a kid we were that, right? I remember my granddad would come over from England because they lived over, my whole family's overseas, and I remember just grabbing his leg and just being like, giving love, giving joy. I remember just giving it. And then stuff happens in your life and you can feel like that separate, and you can feel hurt, and you can feel you can forget the other person's me, and you can be more in like kind of protective mode, or you see. So Vahe Guru is one of the most powerful frequencies in this lineage on earth, because it gives you that you're just ecstasy for being alive. It's not like, oh, I haven't got the 6 figures yet, or my stomach's a little bloated, I'm not fully happy yet. It's just like, it's just now. Like, it's not because, oh, I don't have the ring on my finger, I'm not married yet. No, like, a guy can't give you that. Like, but we don't know, you don't realize it because the conditioning's so heavy of what will give you happiness, but it can't. You have to just be it. But how do you be it if the monkey's on your back still? You've got to clear it off, the fear stuff, and then spontaneous moments of joy will happen. It is like that because that's what you did as a kid, but we are a child all the time. Yeah, and like, how it's like, I'm adulting. What is that? I said, what does that mean? And then she's like, well, I've got to be serious now, don't I? I have to have a mortgage, or I have to be like an adult. Like, you just be yourself. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, we're fearful that it's all fake. It's indoctrination of how we should be. There's no, you just, maybe you're meant to just like maybe you're meant to travel the rest of your life now. Like, who knows? Like, I know you've got children, you know, we are on a 3D planet. Just saying, like, this opens your mind up to what's possible, to like what you could be launching. You see, like, opportunistic thinking starts happening with these practices. So that's what Wahe Guru gives us. Wahe is wow, just to be alive. It's ecstasy to be alive. And we're all here, us and the whole planet is moving from the darkness into the light. But we're right in the middle of it. Can you feel it? There's a lot of darkness. That's why these practices, they're not a luxury anymore. You said you think it's a luxury to do yoga, like we used to do like a retreat or yoga. No, you have to do something every day. It's just, you can't handle the negativity if you don't do something. It'll get all over you, and then you can't live who you are. So that helps you to know, like, just do stuff every single day. Let's come on our pink toes and reach up, stretch right up. And then let's do Wahe Guru. Wahe on the feet or on the ground. Guru up. Wahe Guru. 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 Wahe Guru, 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 Wahe Guru. Wahe Guru, 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 Wahe Guru. Wahe Guru, moving up. Wahe Guru, moving up. Wahe Guru, 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 Wahe Guru. Wahe Guru, 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 and inhale out. Beautiful. Let's come onto our heels. Nice, easy one now. And we're going to place the palms flat on the floor in front of the knees. Spine and arms are straight, looking like a sphinx. Bend forward, touch the forehead to the ground. And chant Guru. Rise up and chant Wahe. So let's start up here. Wahe Guru. Wahe Guru. Wahe
Guru, Vahe Guru, Vahe Ecstasy Guru, Dr. Salat, Vahe Guru, Vahe Guru, vibrate Guru, Vahe 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 Guru, feel it, Vahe Guru, 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 Vahe, last one, Vahe Guru, come up, inhale. Cross your legs slowly. Close your eyes, bring your hands into Gyan Mudra on the knees, upwards. Chin is a little bit in, spine straight, relax the shoulders. Breathe deeply. Just notice your mental sphere, your mind. Is it a little bit more perhaps elevated, a little bit more optimistic or positive? So this is real. We're in a frequency war right now. The game is for your consciousness, for your attention. So whatever war you're in, if you're in like a physical war, you've obviously got to strengthen your body. But we're in a frequency war. That is fear. Fear. How can you be creative or prosperous if you're fearful? You're just in survival mode. So you have to raise your energy up so that you're in the higher frequencies. You're living from these energy centers, not just from down and survival. We are clearing all the energy, all the chakras. If you've heard of those big wheels of energy, the lower chakras are about getting energy. There's nothing wrong with them. They're our animal side. Everyone needs money. Everyone needs stability. Everyone needs a home. Everyone needs sex. Like, you need good sex to be happy. You need to release and calm your nervous system. And, that's a thing that we need. And women especially, we need it to be happy. It's a whole reset for all of our glandular system and nervous system. We need to feel boundaries, which is our third energy center. It's our fire power energy center. You feel strong. You feel like I can do my job on the planet. I can raise my child, or I can build my business. That's your firepower. To take action, to have boundaries. Like, no, I'm not going to go and hang out with that person. I've got to do my tax return or whatever is going on. You have boundaries. So you need those 3 lower energy centers, absolutely. But we don't want to just live just from there. And that's what we've been doing for many years on the planet, just living from the lower energy centers. Boring. Who wants to just live there? We want to live also from the higher, to to be able to give energy, to be able to serve, to be able to have live from the heart, to have deep intimacy, to be able to speak clarity and create from your word, your seed, to be able to see where who you should hang out with, what decisions you should make, like see the unseen and connect to God, the crown chakra, getting those downloads, getting like, for the work you're going to do in the world, having that open crown. But also your feet have got to be on the earth. You've got to pay your bills. You've got to be grounded. You want to have your sexual energy flowing and your zesty, sensuality and your expression and your ability to feel emotions. That's the second energy center. So it's all of them where you have to live from. So we're cleaning them all out and we pull this Kundalini energy up so that it can move through all of the energy centers and around so that we are a fully multifaceted, sovereign, fully expressed woman who can just express whatever emotion, just go through life and really be someone that people can trust. And you can trust you because you're operating from all gears, a gear stick. We are like a gear stick and there's many gears, but you don't want to be stuck in one gear, which is what the human race, a lot of people doing in just the, get up, have a coffee, go to work, pay the bill, watch a TV, maybe have sex once a week. It's like robotic and then lay in there. And there's like nothing going on. It's like a robot. So that it's very easy because the system's built for you to default into that, isn't it?
Yep.
The robotic, I know the schools are better over here than other countries and teachers do their best, but it's very basic, just rope learn from the board and then you're becoming this robotic machine. So we're breaking out of that. And that's what I know you're like, you said your first thing, you're like, I want to break out of this, this stuff. But you'll have conditioning that we want to break out of, especially as women. And a lot of people can't even hold space for women. It's a complete misogyny. They can't even see you. They can't even hold space for your mission, let alone if you're running a business and earning lots of money. And, it's just like, it's still rife on the planet and people can't even it's just don't even listen. And then some, men are doing that, not all of them, but you see, this is very much going on. And if we're aware of it, it doesn't bother you as much. And we can just keep strengthening and going deeper into ourselves. And it's like a joke, but just to be aware of that. Because if you're not aware of it, you might not get what's happening. If you're not feeling seen, that it's been going on for so many years that it can't just end tomorrow. However, when we are living from all of these gear sticks, life is very juicy. You can just shift the sticks. Like Molly said, take a breath. I was going to just rip that person's head off, but now I'm going to take a breath and I'm just going to breathe. I'm just going to choose to walk away right now. You have choice instead of the fight or flight. So let's take another deep breath. In and out. And we're going to just whisper, just for 2 minutes. Sa, ta, na, ma. So let's start whispering it. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, ta, na, vibrate. Ta, na. Let the frequencies come through your body. They're feeding your cells. Trillions of cells are vibrating these cells. Medicine, it's sound medicine. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na. Now a bit louder. Sa, ta. Clear the throat. Na, ma, sa, ta, 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 na. Last time. Sa, ta, na, ma. Inhale. Exhale, the last thing. So you're very lucky. This is the last pose. We're going to sit on our heels. If you have any issues, just cross your legs. If you can't sit on those heels, but if you can, please do that. Press your hands on your thighs. We're going to do the spinal flex. We did this yesterday. So the spine just wants to go upwards on an angle, not just forwards, not just like that, but a little bit. Can you feel the difference between like up rather than kind of flat and just forward? It's quite different. So just see if you can do that. And the head's just not like moving up and down. It's just you're focusing on the lower spine and the heart. So all the energies, can you feel it flowing through the whole spine? It's really close the mouth, breathe deeply. We're going to whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta. Keep going. This frequency is moving through your spine. You can pull it through your whole being, vibrating. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta. It's a meditation. Close the eyes. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa. This is the frequencies of the universe we're pulling through our whole mind, body, spirit system. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Should hear everyone. Sa, ta, na, ma, 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 energy up. Feel it rising. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Belly in and up. Chin in, look up. Feel the fire rising up. Pull it into the heart. Exhale. Come and lay on your back. Get comfortable. We're going to relax, do a guided meditation for healing trauma. So lay on your back, put the pillow underneath the knees to help the lower back release. Cover the eyes and just go deep inside.
Trauma, relaxation, meditation, sleep. Welcome to this guided meditation for relaxation and sleep. I and all others who use this meditation invite you to begin to relax, letting go of your day as you find a comfortable position in your bed. It does not matter what you have experienced over the course of the last 18 hours or so. This meditation is a place for you to release everything that weighs you down. Joyous occurrences, simple pleasures, stressful situations. Let them all loosen their hold on your mind. Breathe. And just for right now, give yourself permission to reconnect with the universe. Just finding a comfortable place, either sitting or lying down, and gently close your eyes. Breathing in for a count of 4, holding for 3 seconds, and then blowing it all out. Again. Breathing in for a count of 4. Hold that breath for 3 seconds. And then blow it out. All of us experience trauma. For some of us, trauma comes in the form of an abrupt ending, the sudden ending of a relationship or belief that leaves us no time to find closure. For others, trauma is the result of an extended negative situation which weighs heavily on your mind and spirit. And perhaps your trauma is something a little different. A unique occurrence that has nonetheless changed your perspective or attitude. Whatever you have experienced, take a moment to allow compassion to well up in your heart. Compassion for yourself and for everyone else in the world who also suffers. And as you inhale, feel the compassion of others touching you, enveloping you in a comforting embrace. Releasing trauma can be difficult, but know that you have the support of thousands, even when you feel the most alone. For many of us, feelings are frightening. And what frightens us is often what most empowers us. So as we reach a little deeper, let love and compassion soothe your worries as you begin to let go. Embrace relaxation as you breathe, listening to the sounds of your respiration and the music all around you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Settle in knowing that you are in the company of thousands of fellow travelers, all seeking deeper peace and awareness. What would it be like if you released this pain? How would your body feel? You carry yourself differently. Just for a moment, let go of a little bit of pain, the tension, the stiffness that this past event holds within you. Breathe in love and compassion for yourself. Give yourself the gift of patience and faith, of knowing that you are already healing and growing into new wisdom. And now, imagine that you're standing on the beach of a clear, still lake. The water is perfectly flat, glassy as it reflects the gentle glow of the stars far above you. In fact, the night is so still and the water so calm that the sky and land and water all seem to blur together. An endless tapestry of flickering silver lights. As you stand here, you are conscious of your own physical and spiritual presence, the way your trauma feels in your body and mind. Perhaps you notice a sense of weight or discomfort. However this traumatic event manifests itself. Spend a few moments with the sensations now. Truly embrace them, learning their every delicate nuance, memorizing so that you can move more quickly and recognize them in the future. Trauma is not evil. It is simply a chance to slow down and reflect on what frightens us. So as you take a few moments to grow just a bit more comfortable with whatever has happened to you, let the light of the stars and the stillness of the water console you. You are beginning your journey towards healing. And now, when you are ready, imagine that you are peeling off these feelings, this heaviness, the trauma. Peel away your fears and leave them in a heap on the beach. With every breath, you feel lighter, freer. And with this new feeling of freedom, you begin wading into the lake. The water is cool but not cold, a refreshing temperature. As your feet pass through the surface of the lake, watch the ripples billowing out, concentric circles moving away from your ankles, wrinkling the water before melting into a smooth stillness. The water washes away your pain, your hurt, your fear. Let it take away everything that plagues you, relaxing in the knowledge that no harm can come to you. You are safe. You are a healing being. As you let go of your disappointment or anger, feel your muscles letting go of tension. Your neck loosens, and the space between your shoulder blades becomes a soft hollow. Feel your eyes sink a little into your face, and let your lips soften. Notice the way that you bear the weight of your irritation or bitterness on your body. And know that you can choose to let it go whenever you are ready. You don't have to carry this tension in your mind, body, or spirit any longer than you would like to. Give yourself permission to let it go. Allow the water to carry away everything that plagues you. As you sink deeper into tranquility, do not let your mind neglect your body, the sensations of your body as it reacts to whatever pain you carry within you. Imagine every fiber of your body relaxing as if it were a great weight that's being taken off your entire body. Allow your chest and belly to inflate, filling with the air around you. Notice the way you are holding your eyes, your shoulders, your feet. If you feel any tension or worry, imagine it melting. Breathe deeply and relax. If you would like, you can let the water buoy you up, lifting you gently, allowing you to float on your back without effort or fear. Feel the lake soothing sore muscles and easing your mind. In this space, you can let go of anything that frightens or worries you. You are floating in the waters of compassion and love, and there is no limit to the healing you can experience. Imagine the ripples in the lake and feel the light of the stars of the sky above reflected on the soothing blue of the water underneath your back. Peace and serenity are everywhere. Freedom is yours if only you choose to embrace it. So just for right now, close your eyes and relish the feeling of cool water and deep peace as they surround you, supporting your muscles and bones with an effortless, soothing presence. This is space for you now. Space to listen to your intuition and relax into the compassion and love all around you. Breathe deeply and sigh out any remaining tension or pain. Let it all go, replacing anxiety with calm and peace. And now, if you would like, allow yourself to begin slipping easily, effortlessly into sleep, listening to the delicate sounds of the nighttime and the water around you. Peace and happiness accompany you as you go.
Inhale deeply. Spread out. Just wiggle your toes, your fingers. Stretch. Just take your time. You can either stay laying down or cross your legs to tune out with the long-time sun. Rub your feet together, your hands together. Just take yourself back up. Press your palms together. Take a deep breath. We're gonna send the energy inside of ourselves by blessing ourselves. And can't ever bless anyone else until you actually learn to bless yourself and really send that energy inside of yourself instead of always looking outside. So we're going to bless ourselves and just sing this little song. This is a traditional way we finish every session. This is the Long Time Sun, and it's a really powerful song. So feel that energy going into you, just send it all into your heart and really give yourself that pat on the back for showing up these last 2 days, especially if you haven't known anyone, and especially if it's the first time doing yoga and traveling from afar. So really give yourself that amazing love, and blessings. Time sun, shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light
Sat Nam.
Satnam. See what you need. If you need to lay back down, we have breakfast right now, and I'll also put the sauna on if you want to have a sweat, and if you want to have a little detox and scrub. That'll be ready in about 15 minutes. But let's have breakfast, and great work, everyone.
My calves are still burning from yesterday's walk up the hill. Yeah, and then doing those up and down. Oh my god. The whole back of my leg was on fire.